Right now, state Republicans making quick work of a special session called by the governor to discuss Wisconsin's 172-year-old anti-abortion law. Plus, the National Weather Service with an update on last week's storms impacting nearly all of the state. And raising awareness about veteran suicide, a state-sponsored event bringing attention to those who need a helping hand. You're watching News 3 now at 6. And that was it, a total of 13 seconds. Republican lawmakers in the Senate today gavelled in and out of a special session called by Governor Tony Evers to discuss the state's 1849 anti-abortion law. It's the law that would take effect in the state if Roe v. Wade were to be overturned. Now, at the same time, Planned Parenthood advocates dressing in pink to rally at the Capitol, calling on legislators to repeal the 172-year-old bill. Planned Parenthood of Wisconsin has already had to suspend abortion services after this Saturday and refer patients out of state in anticipation of the loss of Roe v. Wade. Well, it took just 37 seconds total for both chambers of the state legislature to debate the issue of abortion today. Republicans generally dismissed the special session Governor Evers called in an effort to repeal Wisconsin's abortion ban. Political reporter Will Keneally joins us from the Capitol with more. Will?
So Wisconsin's abortion ban has been on the books since 1849, and an effort by Democrats to repeal it today fell on an empty chamber.
I want to thank the governor for calling this special session.
That special session was supposed to happen today, but this was it for the debate in the Senate, lasting all of 14 seconds. Democrats wanted more. If the Supreme Court strikes down Roe versus Wade, abortion laws rest with individual states. In Wisconsin, all abortions would be illegal except for pregnancies threatening a woman's life.
The requirement that is incumbent on us now is to pass laws that will make safe abortion legal in this state.
But Republicans want to see the 1849 ban returned. In a statement today, Chris Kapenga, who gavelled out the Senate session, called it a calculated campaign move by Governor Evers and a disingenuous political stunt. But Democrats say the issue has already been politicized.
If the U.S. Supreme Court strikes down Roe v. Wade, it will be a brazen political act carried out by a blatantly partisan court, corrupted by appointments from a disgraced former president.
But advocates also say it's a matter of health care. Wisconsin women will still seek abortions, regardless of if Roe is overturned.
Criminalization of abortion will make these critical decisions harder. It will endanger lives, and eventually, if this law is allowed to stand, it will kill Wisconsin women.
So the U.S. Supreme Court usually wraps up their session for the year by late June, early July, so we could see a decision come down in the Dobbs case. That's the case that would overturn the Roe precedent in the coming days. Reporting from the Capitol, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
And an update from the National Weather Service tonight, now confirming at least 11 tornadoes during last Wednesday's storms. The NWS confirmed that 2 EF2 tornadoes impacted the state. One of them formed south of Tomah. The other touched down in Marinette County near Silver Cliff. The other 9 confirmed tornadoes were all EF1s. And a week later, a much different story. We are seeing some beautiful weather today, and we're expecting more of the same for several days. Let's check your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, at least for the next couple of days, we'll see temperatures on the warm side, but the humidity levels will be down, so it'll feel pretty comfortable, even though highs will be in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. The visible cloud track shows clear skies across Wisconsin and not a drop of rain to be found anywhere in the upper Midwest. High temperatures today, middle 80s, but again, with that drop in the humidity, it's felt a lot nicer. In fact, current temperatures are still in the lower to middle 80s. Madison right now at 82 degrees. Very few places in the 70s. but you can see those dew point temperatures in the 50s, and that's the key. Once you start getting dew points in the 50s, it gets a little cooler at night. So notice the heat index, the exact same as the temperature, instead of about 10 degrees higher like it was yesterday at this time. Look for temperatures to drop into the upper 50s briefly by early tomorrow morning, but tomorrow we'll see sunny skies. A little warmer day, high temperature at 89, but with the humidity down, still shouldn't feel too bad. We will see some thunderstorms as humidity increases on Saturday. I'll have more on that in the forecast in just a few minutes.
A newly filed criminal complaint shows a Madison teenager with a history of burglary tried to shoot someone during an attempted car theft earlier this year. The complaint was filed against 16-year-old Kwame Kelly yesterday. It says back in January, he broke into a man's home on Crawling Stone Road on the city's west side and tried to steal his car, which was parked in the attached garage. During a struggle, Kelly reportedly fired a gun twice in an attempt to shoot the victim before running away. Kelly is facing 3 felonies, including attempted first-degree intentional homicide. He's being charged as an adult. And in Dane County Court today, the woman accused of killing a bicyclist on Mineral Point Road earlier this month waived her right to a preliminary hearing. A not guilty plea was entered on behalf of 42-year-old Okima Jones. She is charged with homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. 29-year-old Taylor Dunn was killed in that crash. SSM Health is getting ready to start giving COVID vaccines to children 6 months to 4 years old. The healthcare provider received a small shipment of Pfizer vaccines this morning and is working to process distribution plans. They plan to begin vaccinations over the next few days. The CDC signed off on the vaccines for the youngest children over the weekend. There are the obvious traumas from serving in a war zone that veterans struggle with daily, but there are less obvious ones that can come from serving in the military as well. And you could hear stories about all of those in our room in Madison today. But as Catherine Merck found out, you could also hear about an additional message today, and that's one of hope. Catherine?
There's no simple solution to saving a veteran's life who's contemplating suicide, but the State Department of Veterans Affairs knows a vast majority of veteran suicides happen with people who don't use VA services. That made today's discussion all the more important. More than 100 people gathered at the Monona Terrace for today's Veteran Suicide Prevention Forum. Speakers gave presentations on their experiences with suicide during and after serving. One veteran we spoke with shared his own story and expressed how valuable this event is for all of those struggling with mental health.
For me, it's personal. My uncle is no longer here on this earth because of suicide.
Most OEF, OIF veterans have lost more friends and fellow service members to suicide than they actually did in combat during their time in the military. It's myself included. So it's really important for us to kind of focus on this and address this issue.
You know, so if there's one veteran that is still alive on this earth because of our summit today and the presentations and the resources that they received, this summit is a complete success.
Today's forum was one of 6 planned across the state with Wisconsin Department of Veterans Affairs. There will be one more forum with a focus on Native American veterans with a date and location yet to be determined.
Thank you, Catherine. And if you are or know a veteran who has been struggling, this is the number to call, a nationwide crisis line set up specifically for veterans. That number, 1-800-273-8255. Well, there is much more to come tonight at 6, a ribbon cutting for a massive company expansion in Verona. Plus, with President Biden asking for a suspension on the federal gas tax, a closer look at what that means for everyday Americans.
The guaranteed best mattress deals in Wisconsin are happening now at Ashley Stars and Stripes sale. Save $1,000 on luxury brands, plus bonus offers only available in store. Get 5 years special financing and 5-day delivery on all in-stock mattresses. Don't miss it. Only at Ashley.
We would never hit 12 drunk. Clutch it up drunk? Not a chance. Do a stoppie drunk? We would never drift drunk. So you should never drive drunk. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Dude, great ride. Right? This Silverado keeps me connected and in control. And this touchscreen is my command center. Might come in, Center.
The 2022 Silverado LT. Find new control. Find new roads.
Well-qualified buyers can get 1.9% financing on all 2022 Silverado 1500 pickups. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Take one, marker.
Toilet paper. We all use it. And like cheese or motorcycles, Wisconsin's long been a leader in production. But we lost our share of the market and jobs as companies sought cheaper and cheaper labor. Our supply chain crisis shows just how vulnerable we are when we allow Wisconsin products to be made overseas. I'm running for Senate to fight this race to the bottom, to make sure Wisconsin jobs and products are made right here. Because Chinese toilet paper, my ass. I'm Tom Nelson, and I approve this message.
The Stars and Stripes sale is happening now at Ashley. Don't miss our biggest savings this summer. Shop early for doorbuster discounts up to 52% off while supplies last. Plus a holiday bonus of 5% off at checkout. And 5 years special financing and a $1,000 purchase is just $21 a month. Only at Ashley. You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Mike hasn't done yet.
Welcome back. A celebratory ribbon-cutting ceremony in Verona today for the expansion project on Millipore Sigma's campus. The $65 million expansion is now a 70,000 square foot facility, and it will be bringing an additional 50 new jobs in quality engineering, manufacturing, and supply.
The pharmaceutical industry is racing against time to find new solutions to treat patients faster and more effectively.
And for those who don't know, at this facility, the company produces pharmaceutical and cancer treatment components. President Joe Biden today saying he will call on Congress to suspend federal gasoline and diesel taxes for 3 months, meant to ease financial pressures. That was greeted with doubts by many lawmakers. At issue is the 18.4 cents a gallon federal tax on gas. People could save roughly 3.6% at the pump when prices are averaging about $5 per gallon nationwide. The president is also expected to call on states to suspend their own gas taxes or provide similar relief. Tahlil Mohideen joins us now with more.
Charlotte, Governor Evers has also been pushing for the suspension of the federal gas tax since March as a starting point for potential state action with consumers in mind. Still, experts say there's a lot more to consider. They say though a state or federal tax holiday would decrease costs to the oil industry, there's no guarantee it'll benefit consumers. As it stands, gas companies are under no obligation to pass along those savings at the pump. And experts say this could instead come at a cost to public works projects.
If you take those gas taxes off the table, it will necessarily have a negative impact on the condition and safety and convenience of our system of roads and highways. And that impacts not only people's daily lives, but Wisconsin's economy and our competitiveness.
They say to keep those projects on track, alternative funding would need to be found elsewhere. At the federal level, that likely means borrowing money, increasing the budget deficit. But at the state level, the lost revenue could be made up with higher income, property, or sales taxes. Experts also say what makes the potential loss of revenue especially difficult is that the state is already operating with a gap in financing. The construction needs for roads and highways already outweighing the resources available to get them done.
Still to come tonight at 6, a bit of a surprise in northwestern Wisconsin when an uninvited guest breaks into a cabin. We'll show you the video. But first, the rest of the work week is looking nice. However, there is a chance for some storms this weekend. Gary Canalti will join us once again with his full forecast coming up next.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for all cash as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
When my family opened the first Culver's in Sauk City, Wisconsin, you know what we did? We gave it our all, making sure everyone felt welcome, sharing our favorite foods from around the state, like butter burgers and fresh frozen custard, greeting every guest with all our heart, crafting each meal with care. Believing a smile makes everything taste better. And it's a tradition we bring with us yet today, from our hometown to yours. Welcome to Delicious.
Fry Construction is celebrating 27 years with a big
big anniversary sale. Join us to save 27%. That's right, 27%. Many of your neighbors already know how we strive to meet and exceed expectations with each and every project. That's why they voted us Best Roofer 2 years in a row. Experience the best of Madison for yourself with Fry Construction. Act now for 27% off gutters with any full roofing or siding project. Schedule your free consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angels Senior Living Community is built on a foundation of authentic, local care. A framework for living well. Windows to take in the beautiful future. And is crowned by the pride that one's home is one's castle. This is the house that Angels built. Attic Angel Community. Independent homes and 4 levels of assisted living. Built with the help of angels.
Most senators couldn't tell you the cost of a gallon of milk. Thanks, Ruben. Or how much beef has gone up this year. But I'm not like most senators, or any of the other millionaires running for Senate. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked 3rd shift. I know how hard you work. And I know that by bringing manufacturing home, we create jobs and we lower costs. If we want to change Washington, we got to change the people we send there. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
These guys will buy our house without even seeing it.
Online buyers make offers that seem attractive at first, only to lower or cancel at the last minute. We Buy Ugly Houses won't reduce or cancel our firm cash offers before closing. Call or click to sell quick.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A motorist in suburban Milwaukee shot this video this week showing a black bear along the side of the road in Franklin. Wildlife officials say there are reasons why bear sightings are becoming more common in the area. The DNR is asking people who live nearby to remove bird feeders and get rid of any spare seed. Also, lock up your garbage cans, anything to avoid attracting the bear. If you do see a bear, the DNR says do not go near it and don't run away. Instead, back away slowly and get to a safe place. From there, you can wave your arms and make noise to try to scare it away. The DNR says bears are most common up north, but some have been moving south lately. Well, you know the children's story, Goldilocks and the 3 Bears. Well, in this story in northern Wisconsin, the bear is the one breaking into a house looking for a tasty meal and a comfy place to sleep. But a warden interrupted the bear burglary in progress, and the video has gone viral. Jeff Alexander has a look.
Tim Werner never expected a viral video would make him a celebrity bear wrangler.
Saw the video, I was quite surprised actually, and got a good chuckle out of it.
Just before midnight on Sunday, Werner received a call about a bear that entered a vacation home near Crivets through a kitchen window.
The bear was able to actually punch through the screen and came in, ate some food in the kitchen, and then ended up working its way into the master bathroom.
That's when Werner says the startled guest from Illinois woke up, closed the bathroom door, then ran out of the house and called for help.
Our original plan was to actually try to funnel this bear, open the bathroom door, use some furniture to funnel it to the front door and let it out that way. Unfortunately, the bear didn't cooperate with us and didn't want to come out of the bathroom.
Noticing the bear was just a juvenile and roughly 120 pounds, Werner figured he could use a catch pole. It worked, but not before a stubborn, feisty struggle that ended with the bear released outside unharmed.
You know, I've dealt with wolves and bobcats and other animals that have been caught in traps and helped release those, but as far as releasing a bear from a house, this is a first.
And that was Jeff Alexander reporting. And here is Chief Meteorologist Gary Canulty, who is not wrangling any bears right now.
Smarter than the average bear, I'll tell you. Well, 3 things you need to know in the forecast. We've got sunshine again in the forecast for tomorrow and for Friday, but temperatures will be a little warmer. Upper 80s to around 90 degrees. But the good news is the humidity levels will stay down. So it'll feel a little warmer than today, but still not too bad, at least as far as the sultriness from the humidity. That will start to return Friday night into Saturday and lead to some thunderstorms, but the cloud cover will keep temperatures down down into the lower 80s on Saturday. And then we'll see some cooler weather with highs only in the middle to upper 70s for Sunday and Monday of next week, with pretty comfortable conditions for the rest of the week. Compared to 24 hours ago, our temperatures are down about anywhere from 8 to 15 degrees. Notice out west, it's starting to warm up again, but you can see the current temperature is very comfortable. 82 Madison, 81 Wausau. The 90s are mainly south of the Ohio River now, and they'll stay down there for a little while, but the temperatures will actually start to climb out to the west of us. The humidity levels, the dew point temperatures that are in the 60s and lower 70s from Kansas into southern Missouri and down toward the Ohio River, that will stay to our south for a couple of days. So again, we're not looking at excessive heat indices like they are in Paducah, Kentucky. That's the sultry weather that we had yesterday. Now down toward the Ohio River, many of those areas are under heat advisories like we were yesterday. But you can see the heat index is about the same as the temperature here. So that's a good sign. The upper level winds have flattened out from west to east, but notice they become a little more southwesterly in the western portion of the country. That's actually bringing some moisture into parts of the southwest. Some heavy rains over parts of New Mexico. They've had wildfires there recently, and now they're under flash flood watches. But you can see here across the northern portion of the Midwest, skies are sunny, very little in the way of precipitation anywhere around. The cold front that came through yesterday with that narrow line of thunderstorms now down toward the Ohio River. But our temperatures are still pretty warm here. Right now, 70s up toward Lake Superior, even 66 in Marquette, Michigan, but mainly low to mid 80s across the rest of the state. Notice a little warmer to the south and west. That's kind of what we're looking forward to for tomorrow. Future track are winds from the north tonight. Tomorrow they start to shift around to the south. Clear skies overnight, but sunny skies for tomorrow. Allow those temperatures to warm up pretty quickly. When the air is dry, it gets a little cooler at night, but a little warmer during the day. So lows upper 50s tonight, highs tomorrow upper 80s. Some thunderstorms out to the west of us. Notice they don't really come into Wisconsin because the air is still fairly dry here. The humidity levels will be higher out to the west. So the thunderstorm chances will stay out to the west. By Friday night, we'll start to see some thunderstorms approach from the north and west. Some of these could reach us by Saturday morning. And then we'll see some scattered showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. But for tomorrow, look for skies to be mostly sunny. It'll be very warm, but still not too humid. High temperature at 89 degrees. Heat index probably from about 89 to 94. And then the 7 to 10 day forecast up to 90 on Friday. Thunderstorm chances from Friday night into Saturday. Then temperatures drop into the 70s for Sunday and Monday. Back into the lower 80s all the way probably through the 4th of July weekend, which is slight chances for showers and thunderstorms.
When we come back, a popular Sun Prairie bakery announcing plans to close. Plus, booting for a bargain. We'll check out this unusual kind of yard sale next.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project. For residential and commercial, from new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
With the best service, quality, and prices, Stanton Optical is the best value in eye care. To help you remember, I made this cheer. V value. A, awesome value. L, lots of value. U.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Made in America. It used to mean something here, but it doesn't seem to mean much to Ron Johnson. Senator Johnson pushed for special tax breaks for corporations that ship American jobs overseas. Worse, when his corporate PAC donor announced plans to create jobs outside Wisconsin, Johnson defended them.
It's not like we don't have enough jobs here in Wisconsin.
Senator Johnson, stop going easy on China and making it tougher on us.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living? And through no fault of their own, they're being left behind. If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy, water, and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Shop the inventory blowout sale at Grand Appliance for unbeatable deals on our huge selection of in-stock appliances and grills. Get exclusive offers like this 5 cubic foot Frigidaire chest freezer for just $157, this premium KitchenAid dishwasher for just $697, or this 26 cubic foot side-by-side refrigerator for just $797. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Wells Asphalt Paving, expert paving for over 40 years. Now offering $250 off your asphalt paving project for residential and commercial. From new construction to replacements. Call today and save at Wells Asphalt Paving.
A nonprofit here in the 608 is giving kids with disabilities a chance to experience the thrill of racing.
Tomorrow, Josh Sprider meets up with a young man on the move.
We are gearing up for the weekend, and it could bring a chance of rain. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. Market Street Diner and Carl's Cakes are now closing permanently in Sun Prairie. While Market Street Diner has already closed, Carl's Cakes is still accepting orders until June 30th. They've been open since 2005. With the pending sale of its building, the company says Carl's Cakes alone could not keep the operation viable without the diner, leaving the team to decide it was best to ultimately close. With the cost of living climbing, bagging a bargain has never been more important. Across the pond in Britain, so-called car boot sales are booming. That's the UK version of the American yard sale. Ian Lee shows us.
So $1.50 each?
Martine Loxton knows a thing or two about a good deal.
They're like 50p.
The British mother of two has been hawking her wares for years.
Probably do maybe three or four a year, depending on how much junk we want to get rid of.
Sellers roll into a giant field at the crack of dawn just outside London. Their trunks, or boots as Brits call them, stuffed with unwanted stuff.
So this is a car boot sale.
Thank you.
And I've got just some normal pillowcases. One's shaped like a unicorn.
Like in the U.S., people here in Britain are looking to ease the squeeze of inflation.
There's a lot of stuff. You can find everything here. So it's very nice and cheap.
What brought you out to the car boot sale today?
The kids, secondhand toys. Cheap and cheerful.
Martine says cheap and cheerful is the name of the game.
Whether it be, 10p or £2, it doesn't matter.
In American money, that means booting a bargain for less than a dime.
I mean, some of the stuff I sell of my daughter's, she's only worn it a couple of times.
Her daughter is 7-year-old Harriet.
This toy is my favorite because it can do these really cool tricks and it can also bark.
The love for car booting runs in the family.
There we are then. That's £2.
Martine's mother, Sue, is set up next door. Drive a hard bargain?
No, I don't.
But don't buy that innocent smile. Out here, every penny, or in this case, pence, counts. Ian Lee, CBS News, Surrey, England.
Some car boot sales in Britain run throughout the year, even in the rain, in parking lots, farm fields, and churchyards. And Gary Canalti is back with a final look at our forecast.
Yeah, lots of sunshine out there right now. There's the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam in Platteville. Sunny skies over southwestern Wisconsin. Temperatures right now, lower to middle 80s, 84 in Platteville, 82 in Madison, still 86 in Milwaukee, but with dew point temperatures in the upper 50s, it doesn't feel so bad. In fact, there's not much of a heat index. Look for a low tonight of 58, high tomorrow of 89 degrees, but low humidity.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.